Hey there YouTube, I'm Yukitsu, this is Yukitsu Times. Welcome to my channel, welcome to a little bit of Stellaris here. So I'm catching a little bit of something, not really sure what, but yeah, so I'm going to be playing this a little bit like a derp, but you know, that's fine. Gonna go ahead and reach back into the Shroud. I've cut ahead quite a bit since all I was doing was building stuff and working on all of my stuff there. Let's see here. So we've got nothing really that great this particular time. We'll go for the increased lifespans if we can, because it immediately affects all of our leaders. Summarily ejected. Okay, so we once again get nothing from that Shroud. So yeah, this is the one problem that I've got with the mechanic. I do again wish that there was some way to make it much more reliable, or so that you could influence it, or that whatever. Like maybe you could pay energy into it to make it more reliable or something like that, or you know, maybe you pay energy to get a retry or something like that. That might work. But as it just currently is, you just try it and then immediately, if you fail, you just get nothing, and you just get nothing far too often with it. Even when you do get something good, the buffs are often quite inconsequential. It's just the very few things which are ridiculously overpowered. So maybe if they actually just toned some of those really overpowered things down and then just gave you a little bit more out of the other stuff, that would... or gave you a little bit, gave you more out of the other stuff, that would probably be a little bit better in terms of mechanics. But they do it sort of the way they do it for Lord knows what reason, but that's the way that they decided they wanted to have it be. And that's just the way it is. So yeah, unfortunately it's just very unreliable. Let's go ahead and build a research station up there too. Okay, so we're going to try and do this mandate here, even though I'm gaining like 5 of these per turn, or per month. Because we're going to try and put out some edicts at this point in time. I might as well. In particular, I should probably find places... I'm going to try and find places that I can just go into our active edicts here and go production targets. That's production, right? Minerals? Yeah. Okay, so that... it's going to increase it by just a tiny bit per planet, but it adds up eventually over time. So basically, you're just trading one resource for another there. Medgar looked... No, Betria? Betria. Can probably go production targets there as well. So yeah, we just want to kind of pay into these wherever we can. This planet doesn't even have like a maximum amount or anything like that. It's just for some reason producing quite a few minerals. Not even really sure why. It's not that many to produce. This planet you would think would be... Maybe it is more productive actually. Well, either way. 36, no it's not. Well, whatever. Might also want to go capacity overcharge on a couple planets as well to get more of the other stuff there. Still, that's all fine. We got another production facility here on Betria Secundus, so we can start building battleships over there as well, and they're just sort of filtering into our new strike fleet over at Deneb. 10.5k currently, and 28.6. Both these fleets are going to drop in power considerably pretty soon because we're going to run out of those fleet maneuvers, but that's okay. We're fine with that. Do need to keep an eye on these surface planets here, just so that I'm constantly building. And this is what I've primarily been doing here, like I mentioned. It's just that every planet I've got so much stuff I have to build that it's just like, Okay, so Medgar, keep building engineering right now. More of that, more of that. Get you there. Although I think I actually wanted one of the other guys up here. Well, this should be fine. I probably can actually switch you to here. Proles aren't particularly good at electricity, so we might as well switch them out. They're not terrible at it either, though, so... anyway. Actually, did Proles have a disadvantage in electricity? I can't remember right now. Durasteel armor? Alright. I guess we could just see if we've got this stupid stuff. I'm not using any explosives, but it's been around for so many times, so many passes, that I might as well go for it. Let's see here. So yeah, mustering psionic strength, like, it takes quite a while, but it's not that bad. It's like 5 or something years or something like that. I don't really remember, but you just basically check in every once in a while, go into your comms, and then find out that you can go there again. Find out that nothing good is going to happen. Oh, look, we're getting some more of these guys. Oh, good. They were practically an endangered species in our empire, slash democracy, slash whatever you want to think of it as. Alright. Should be getting close to 10 pops on this planet pretty soon here. This planet actually does need me to sort of more carefully manage some of the nonsense on it. So we will go ahead and grab up, I guess we'll get the energy grid just because it also produces the Unity. But I kind of want to move some of these guys off of mines and onto other things, but You know, we're going to have to fill the planet up with high-quality mines anyhow. It's just that we are going to be getting a little bit of energy anyway, and I want the Unity, so that combination still makes the energy grid okay. It's not great, but it'll be okay. Alright, let's go ahead and grab up some more Damocleses. And we also want to go to Herman and make sure that we're still producing ships out of there. I'm pretty sure we're not right now. There we go. All these ships are so expensive as well that it just takes so long to get new ones. I think, do I have an edict or anything that reduces the cost of these things? Plant summary. Let's see here. None of these. Yeah. Oh well. Oh, these guys want some more money so that I can keep getting more bonus Unity. I am totally fine with getting more bonus Unity. It's going to take us still quite a while, but we're still getting there. Not really sure which of these we want first. Probably ship build speed, naval capacity. Those would probably be decent ones for us. Kind of reminds me of, like, are we actually okay for ground armies? Probably not, but they're expensive to maintain and they don't really do a whole lot, so it's hard to justify getting a whole bunch of them. Especially during peacetime where it's just like, what am I going to do with all these ground forces? They don't really do anything. They're just sort of sitting around here costing money. Actually. Cancel that one. Have this one upgrade first, since that's one that's going to get occupied. Still have tons and tons of food, so I guess I don't really need to keep upgrading those, but I think one of the problems is, like, a whole bunch of my my sectors are also producing food because I can't really manage them to not build food. I just said I don't need food. Alright. Let's just grab, I guess, that. Seems fine. Yeah, the thing about automating all your plants is that putting them under automation means that they're not producing things as efficiently, so kind of wind up in a catch-22 situations there. Alright. Still, even though we're losing a bunch of minerals per month every time we build a new building, we're still gaining minerals slowly here anyhow. And we should actually be seeing some of our sectors, like... Well, actually, our sectors are building, like, tons and tons of crap, so usually they're low on minerals here, so... I should probably manage up Dothon, though, so that's got a little bit of, little bit more energy without me having to constantly send them loans. Okay, well, I guess they're not loans because I don't plan on giving them anything back, but let's do Larbo and then that one, and that should fix their problem. So let's close up that. Check our plants and sectors. Now Dothon is actually -5. Oh, right, I forgot. They actually also have to pay the upkeep on all of the stuff I have here, so them getting that was not helpful. Good. Cool. Cool. I could colonize Dothon whatever down there. I could also try and get them to balance their budget somehow. I don't really know how to though. It's a desert world. I would want to have it turned into a savanna world, I think. What was the natural thing for these guys? I can't remember. Okay, so it's not savanna, I guess. Or I doubt that can be. It must be arid. So we'll double check that, but I'm pretty sure that that's the case. Alright, you guys, what do you live on? Yeah, arid worlds. So we'll get some of these guys to move over there and start fixing that planet up, I guess, a bit. Either way, though, I can just keep injecting them with a little bit of money. I might want to just remove those sectors, or those planets out of the sector again here. So let's go ahead and get the Dothon sector here. Oops. And we'll go ahead and actually remove these, even though it'll cost us a little bit. There we go. So close that up. This is still probably... Actually, how much are they spending here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Expert psionics, okay, good. Not really, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'm not paying for 2, 3 of these, so 3 of these are free, so I'm only actually paying for 5, and we're earning 7. So this is actually a net profit region for these guys. This one might not be, though, especially because I've actually got a station here. That station is actually probably costing them a bit of money. Okay, let's go ahead and get the... Well, let's get the battleship assembly yards for one. But let's actually remove this sector out of there as well. That ought to fix that problem. Boom. There we go. Now, I'm paying for it, but that's fine. Okay, got our research mandate fulfilled. Had something to spend it on there, so just screwing around with that. Let's see if that fixed it. Yeah, there we go. Dothon is now flat in terms of income with that. So yeah, we could actually drain Dothon for quite a lot of minerals at any given time, but... Okay, so what the hell's happening in Paya? Oops, let's close that. Sort of like a new sector over here. I have to make sure that we've still got population growing here. Okay, we had a whole crap ton of people just moving in. Fantastic. Okay, well that's good. 3,500. What the hell? Where did I get all that money all of a sudden? Jesus. Okay, interesting. Interesting. I think we spend some of this on ships though. Let's get a Hyperion there. Veterus Secundus. Let's get a Hyperion there. And then we'll get another couple ships at Herma over here. And Herma Secundus, we'll get a Damocles and an Argo. There we go. Medgar can build something. Or not. Okay. I guess we wait a month. Still, it's important for me to keep ahead of my production for military ships. Like, we're at the point where it's saying we're equivalent to these guys. So that probably means we're ahead since they're ahead on tech. And since they're ahead on tech, that means that we have to be like ahead of them somewhere else or really, really close somewhere else. And we're actually no longer like dramatically worse than these guys. We're now only inferior to these guys in terms of fleet power. So we could actually probably fight them and not die immediately. Although I would want to run the Galactic Contender Unity perk before I actually was willing to fight these guys. Alright, so I can probably get a couple more of our edicts. Let's go ahead and just check what planets. This place has got 69 for minerals. This place has got crap tons for minerals. Gonna have to reform my government, I think, pretty soon here. Looks like 69 was the best, and yeah, I mean 69 is pretty good, so let's go for it. Alright, and we've ruined the 69, so we ruined someone's day, I guess, I don't know. Alright. Kinda want to colonize Olimar over here. It's gonna cost us a ton to actually build this, but you know what? That's fine. We'll send them over from... Let's send them from Cursa for no good reason. Okay, so, like, here ought to do. Yeah, here ought to be okay. And this will be another planet that's actually under our control, so we're not going to put it into a sector. Alright. Fine. Alright, so I think that we've run out of our fleet maneuver, so our... Oh no, we still have that for 128 days. So this will drop down in just about a little while. And it'll take us another 3 years for us to get our psionic strength back. Maybe you could just have like a huge sack of money that you could throw at the problem and get rid of it that way. I don't know. Just throw minerals at it to build like a psionic temple or something like that. So you could use it more often perhaps, but... Because if you can use it constantly, then, you know, it's still running that risk-reward, but at least it's allowing you to get the successes more often, and then deal with the cost of the failures more often as well, so that would probably just be a little bit better than the current system. Pretty much anything would honestly just be better than the current system. The current system sucks. The current system is just like, throw the dice here once every 10 years. It's like, so my only perk is I can gamble every once in a while, and they're like, yeah, that's the entire perk of being psychic. And the payoff is like gigantic, so I don't know. The thing is, like, it doesn't actually scale necessarily that well either, so I'm going to start upgrading these ports here. We're starting to get closer to our fleet cap, so I want to start working on increasing that a little bit. I could probably actually start building paragons as well in center. Being insulted by the Frubrilovs. How dare you, Frubrilov? Wait, by the Frubrilovs? You guys are seriously getting the guts to insult me? Up yours. Okay, well, that felt satisfying. Anyway, we could probably kill them in the next war that we go with there. And that would open up probably this little area. I think we could probably give that to our allies. I don't want to have to deal with it. And in the next war, what we're probably going to do is have these guys become independent, have these guys get joined by my allies, have these guys become independent, and we'll see how things go from there. But that's probably our next war goal here. And honestly, between like my ally and the fact that the Frubalovs are basically out of the game, these guys should not actually be that big a problem, since my ally should be, well, still getting their ass kicked by these guys, but still better off than they were in the last fight, because the last fight they were getting their asses kicked pretty badly, without much they could do about it. So that was cool. Let's get a bit of physics going here. Betria, engineering probably, and Hestimer, engineering. Sort of go with some engineering, some physics, I guess. Oh shit. Okay. Let's also get this done up here. Mining networked. God damn it. So many buildings. And they're all costing me minerals. It's gross. And I'm not even paying as much. Like, I've reduced the cost of upkeep on all my buildings by like 10%. We're still paying like tons on building maintenance. I guess it's probably not like that much. Probably only a couple hundred. But we got our little pet sanctuary up there. Might be more efficient to move someone on it. I don't think we got enough people for it to be more efficient, actually. Okay. Grab that upgrade. Great. Okay. By the time I actually get around to doing like my genetic engineering, it is going to cost me like unlimited amounts of money. It's going to be pretty bad. Because the more population you've got to change over, then the larger amount of research it costs. So it's going to be gross, but whatever. It's fine. Alright, so we've got the third tier plasma cannon coming in here, and that's going to be kind of a good option to have. I'm probably not going to necessarily use it that much, but it's a good option to have available if I find that I'm up against something that just has huge amounts of armor. Okay, plasma, cool. We've already, I think, got the higher grade shields than this. And I certainly have the higher grade shields than that, so let's just get these to get them out of the way here. Actually, no, these are the hyper shields. These are the highest tier shields. Okay, fine, fine. But other than that, like, if it weren't for the fact that they cost so much to maintain, I'd probably go for more stations as well. Actually, why don't I go for some of the stations that aren't going to cost me anything here? Let's get this mining station up. Mining station there. It's not too many energy-based mining stations that I can build right now. A couple over here. Just because I'm not as worried about the influence costs. Like, I still want to be gaining influence, but it doesn't matter as much right now. Able to get a lot from my politics. Okay, so Paragon from over there. Over here in Herma. I'm going to spam out Paragons from Herma right now. Get like 10 of them or something. They're still cheap, they're still effective. And just having them in the fleet is going to be just bulking it up pretty nicely. Which is all we're really after here, is bulking our fleets up a bit at this point in time. Because we've got still got quite a ways to go before we hit our fleet cap there, and it's pretty slow going in terms of income. Okay, so we only dropped down like 1k though, so that's actually pretty good. We've still got 2 fleets here at like pretty damn big. I think that we're probably getting close to the point where these guys are going to stop being considered superior to us. And if we hit that, then it's probably going to be a good idea for us to go fight them. But it's easier to fight them when they're not an awakened empire, so I can't remember actually what their trigger is for awakening, though. I think being at war and losing, so probably not that easy for me to do that. So I might want to just go after these guys again. So we got a pretty large fleet stationed over here. What I'll probably want to do is have our other fleet head on over to these sectors. Well, this fleet's capable of probably smashing through around here by itself, because I think that that's how much I'm ahead by. Or if I'm not, since I've only got one over here to go after, it's probably going to be fine. We've also got an ally, of course, over here that could do a little bit of damage. Honestly, they could actually probably do fine, considering that they're probably stronger than these guys. Okay, these guys are considered pathetic and pathetic, which yeah, that's fine. And these guys are considered pathetic, pathetic, and inferior, so I wish I could figure out exactly what those numbers meant in terms of like how strong one of these guys is compared to the other. These guys have less than 1,000 in fleet power, though, so probably the weaker of the two, I'm guessing. Actually, no, they got over 1,000. They got another fleet. Oh, shit. Let's get all these places upgraded. Okay, let's get some more mines down here just for these guys. And I'm just gonna actually just build like 3 mines here. Just because all I really need right now is to increase my mineral production. It's more important than literally anything else right now. Well, science production as well I need to increase, so we're gonna boost that on this planet since we've apparently got quite a lot here. But we're just sort of like spamming out buildings right now because I just need them. Oh shit, our energy credits is crashing. This is what I get. Okay, could take a deposit potentially, but upgrade that. I kind of forgot that I needed to take one of my plants and turn it into like a real energy hero, so we had some plants that had like that 20% bonus to energy, though. I forgot which ones those were. Oh, we can do this here, so let's go ahead and grab up increase ship's build speed. While it's okay now, it's even better when you're in a war and you need to have ships fast. But our fleet cap is now 579, so we're probably starting to pull a bit ahead. Equivalent to these guys. Are we ahead of these guys yet in fleet capacity? Still equivalent. Damn. Okay. Alright, let's just build like 5 of these. There we go. Good enough for the time being. Let's check our expansion planner. I need to find some place that has like the bonus energy thing here. So, which of these would be better? Okay, thinking Hermaila? Avamila, something like that, whatever. It's got 15 tiles and doesn't have the penalty that this one does. Although, if we go to this place, if I go to this one, I don't have to worry about it, so... And this is like the 3rd planet that will have colonized in the same sector. Okay, well, the one problem with this is that it does have the, wait. Let's just check this here. This does have the problem of being... Oh no, this isn't even the right one. Where the hell? Oh, this one. Right, okay. Ooh, and it's got Betharium. Okay, so, yeah, this will be okay. So, yeah, I'm not worried about Bleak too much. Let's just send it from Harbor Prime here. And we'll send this to... like, here, I guess. I don't really know. So that should help a little bit. And then we'll turn this planet, I think, just for, like, the hell of it, into an energy planet, even though it's not got any bonuses or anything like that. Like, it's not a terrible planet for energy either, so every tile that we have, we're just going to have it with energy bonuses, and then try and really spam that out there, I guess. The one thing we can also do is take Olimar's population and turn them into people who are high energy producers. I think it's like Thrifty is the one for energy. And then we'll be able to sort of just output more and more and more. Earthquakes on Eris Prime. I'm just going to say that I'm okay with that lack of happiness there. Basically those like underground weasel people that we met there or there's some underground weasel people there. I can't remember if that was in an episode or if I skipped it. But there's some underground weasel people, and like they're basically just shuffling around a little bit, and they cause some earthquakes. So, you know, whatever. They live there too. I don't have to worry about it too much. Alright, let's get that. Let's get this. Let's actually get this one as well. Because the six minerals is actually nothing to turn down there either. Okay. The upkeep cost in total for that's probably going to be pretty high, but whatever. Alright, and this was another one. Yeah, the problem with this one is I'd have to build a new sector for it. The best ones are going to be like plants that we've already sort of gotten under control, that we can sort of take over and have work for us that way. Rebellious would actually be kind of nice to inhabit soon, but don't know that I want to be going for it right yet. Okay. I guess, like, if we get high enough mineral production, we could always trade minerals and try and get energy through selling minerals, but it's not really, like, a great... I don't think it's a great strategy. It's kind of risky. Since I do need energy, I'm going to have a little bit of diversity down here just for the humans to sort of work on the energy ones. So that's sort of how we're going to do that. And then we'll have this one be mining network. This one will still be a mining network since the minerals are still a little bit more important. Alright. I can't imagine playing this against people just because of how much time you have to spend, like, manually upgrading all this crap. God damn it. Okay, so it's just more minerals. Mineral processing plant actually is also a good idea. And then Olimar is just about done. That'll be nice. Cool. Olimar Tertius. That's pretty crazy. Alright, Olimar Prime, Olimar Tertius. And then we got all this crap going on. Okay, so, most important thing, basic power plants. Basic power plants. Alright, that should be good for now. Now we'll do one more. There we go. Like, we're still in positives and stuff like that, so it's not really that bad yet, but it does have that sort of potential of turning south pretty quickly, so we're going to definitely want to keep things up. Alright. Still wondering if it's worth colonizing over there. It still doesn't feel like it, but... Okay. I still need to get this under my control, so maybe I take these two provinces under my wing. With our Theman and these guys all could become a new state there. Or I could keep these guys alive for one more war and not worry about them for a little bit longer. But I think we get ready for this war now. Let's go get another Hyperium over here. Let's go get another Hyperium from over here. And that should be fine for the time being. Now, I don't think I can actually deploy both of my fleets from both sectors just yet. Actually, I need to get some defenses up in... I probably need to get some defenses up in Peia, and I need to actually pay a ton for my defensive stations right now, since the defense stations are the really big ones. Actually, he can't get to Peia. He'd have to go through a lot of other crap, so I probably just need to fortify at Betria as one of the places that he could go in through. Now, he'd have to go through my ally first, so I probably just need to fortify at Betria, Rebellious, and Mescal, and then we'd probably be okay. And what I might want to do... Well, actually, I'm not entirely sure how I want to do that, but if I did that, then we could have our one fleet down here, and that's actually more than plenty enough to defend down this area. I don't want to attack necessarily right away. I probably need to build a new station over here, too. Defense station. How much isn't one of my... Yeah, it's 1,236, and I probably need to upgrade it as well. Let's go into our ship designer here. Actually, I need to do ship designer for a lot of crap. So this thing, we'll go ahead and save that. That's all I really need actually for this guy, but yeah, we're still stuck on the tier 3s here. Yeah, we'll take your minerals. Thank you. Okay, so these guys will definitely need this. I could actually do with these computers as well. I don't think that this guy needs the computers that badly. Well, evasion and combat speed, I guess, is what we'd be getting, and that's actually really good on these sorts of things. So we can go with that. We can go ahead and upgrade one of these to the 0-point reactor. Got access to Durasteel now. I don't really care too much about these guys' armor, since the armor on these guys doesn't really do much. I don't really need tracking either for these guys, since their tracking is innately pretty okay on the small weapons. So we go with that, I think. So this one we switch back to. So yeah, we take that. Take that. These weapons are fine. This guy does need a bit of tracking. Could go with the higher level thrusters on these guys. Actually, that's okay. All right, and this is all fine actually. Do I want to upgrade the armor on these things? Probably. Actually, these things have decent armor. Upgrading that didn't really change much actually. Okay, let's see how much we're saving if we scale this back. Barely anything, so apparently the upgrade to Durasteel is pretty cheap. So we'll save that up. Our Damocles over here, we need to upgrade that as well. The computer on the cruisers is actually really, really good, so we're going to definitely upgrade that. This really isn't as important on these guys, so I'm not going to worry too much about it right now. On the other hand, Durasteel armor, I think that the upgrade costs more on these ships. Yeah, we're seeing a much bigger jump in cost there, but that's fine. Perfectly okay with all that. Let's go ahead and save that up there. And our damage is still being multiplied by 1%, right? Yes, it is. Okay, so that's fine. Could upgrade the energy there a little bit, but we don't really need to here. And this is looking okay right now. The upgrade to Durasteel, though. Yeah, up to 80% armor. Holy shit, we're using tier 2 shield still. God damn it. Okay. Upgrade those. Get that upgraded. This isn't too important on these guys, so I could probably skip it, but we do need that. Okay. Did I remember to upgrade the jump drive on everything? Like, the jump drive upgrade being consistent on everything is like the most important. Because if you don't have it upgraded on everything, then all your fleets get kind of fucked. Because they'll all sort of be going at different speeds here. Okay, so this is going to cost me a lot to upgrade both these fleets. Upgrades are fairly minimal, but it's going to be a good upgrade, I think, there. Let's actually double check. Like, what did this do again? Jump charge time minus 50%. Yeah, so the other one was 25% less. So this is what lets you sort of zip around really, really quickly as the hyperlane users. And it's super annoying to deal with. I kind of wish there was more to counter it. But Cursa over here, let's maybe... Do I colonize that right now? No, I don't colonize that right now. Okay. Olimar Tertius. Yeah, that's going fine. We'll have you go over to here. We'll have you go over to here. That ought to do. Could move the capital over to there. That seems like a terrible goddamn idea. Alright, and while we're at it, let's go ahead and... maybe capacity overload over here. Alright. Just want to find some more plants that have got decent mineral production. This place is pretty okay, actually. Good production targets there. You really don't get that much out of that, do you? Alright, and we need to just save up a bit of money since we're still trying to save up for that fleet upgrade here. Alright, so this plant still does need a whole bunch more upgrades. It's just that, like, I kind of need to not worry about it right now just because we're not actually filling any of those spots, so it really doesn't matter. Ooh, I forgot. I need to get Betrian generators. Oh well. We'll see if they come up eventually. Alright, so yeah, our energy credits is now back up to plus 67. That's pretty okay. Yeah, this upgrade is going to take us bloody forever. And it's going to cost us all our resources. Alright, still mustering our psionic strength. It's going to be done in 71 days. Maybe we'll do this and then we'll cap off the episode with that. Might be a good time to do it. So yeah, Hestemer, like the fleet here is going to cost 2,391. So I have to wait until we've got that much in the bank and then the fleet will start upgrading. It is nuts. I think that this fleet keeps getting new ships added to it, and that's changing how much it's going to cost for me to upgrade this. Whatever. It's fine. Yeah, this ship over in Betry is probably going to eventually join up with that. Okay, well, whatever. Got quite a few of our battleships here, the top-tier capitals. And they're gonna be pretty okay. I don't think that I've designed them to be like super good or anything, but they're really durable, which is always a nice thing to have with your battleships. All right, battleship assembly yards. Military station build cost. This could actually be pretty good. I was planning on building a bunch of these, so let's go ahead and do that. The extra health as well also makes it quite nice, especially capping that off and mixing it up with the crystalline stuff. Pretty damn good. These guys have got some interesting looking ships here. What do they got here? Because they've got like one battleship here that is worth 1,071. So they've got the kinetic batteries and they've got the tier 4 railguns. So these guys are packing some pretty serious punch there in terms of like shredding through shields and stuff like that. But if they were to fight me, the fact that I've got so much armor would make it a little bit less effective. Like, I think I would be taking like half damage from these guys. So even though their damage numbers are really high, 149.42 compared to mine, I'd still actually be pretty well off against them. Let's just grab another one of those. Alright, so that colony has been established. It's fine. Subterranean refugees. Let's let them join our colony. So yeah, their underground people are like, the sky, so the sky is or ground level is the limit, is what they always say, and they fled. So let's go ahead and let them join our colony, I guess. I don't know. That was Urbeck or something like that. Eurus over here. So let's take Eurus Prime over here and make sure that we've got some ground armies. Actually, we have got a lot of ground armies here. So sometimes these guys like decide to come up out of the ground and fight. So rather not have that happen. And over here, let's go ahead and grab a spaceport. You always want at least the minimum, like the spaceport. I find it's quite a good idea to have that as a sort of at minimum. Which reminds me, I don't actually know if all of our sectors have spaceport upgrades. Looks like not. So that's an untapped source of a crap load of fleet limit if we really need it. I just want to check to make sure that they've all at least got like the spaceport and that they've all got the solar panel on the spaceport. What the hell's going on with this one? Oh, it's at the minimum level. Okay. Solar panel network. This is especially a good time for this actually because I think we're not paying as much for them right now. Okay, so all those. Dothon over here. Yeah, the Dothon one's actually like capped out in level. I guess because they've got nothing else to build right now. Ooh, we're up to 87 now on our energy, so that's gone up really nicely. This planet, yeah, they're doing their thing. Zygar. Prime has got a station here. Pay for a solar panel upgrade there. So each of these are going to like trickle a little bit into my coffers as well, but more importantly, like they just have the ability to dump a whole crap ton of money into my coffers like at any second if I run out of money. So all right. Let's grab you. Send you down to Betria. And we'll stick it sort of like right between here, I think. And get an exemplary class fortress. I don't know if this is going to be in range of either of our stations here though. I wish I knew the range of this thing. Not that the range number, strictly speaking, actually means anything in this game as far as I can tell. Well, either way, they'll still be probably okay there. Won't be great, won't be terrible. Should be fine. They do have a crap ton of upkeep associated with them, though, so that's going to be less than stellar. 8 science on 1 planet there. I think we actually go for that. Let's go grab that. Alright, one of our fleets has been upgraded. It's now at 18.4k, which is pretty decent. Let's see if this has bumped us up in... yeah, these guys are now considered inferior to us. They're still trying to run like a well, actually, no. I guess they're an aristocracy. They have that guy till he dies. Forgot about that. Okay. Well, with them now inferior to us in terms of fleet power, I feel pretty confident that we can go ahead and like just win a fight here. Why don't we go ahead and grab you guys up? Gonna have these guys head on over towards Medgar. Have them land up at Medgar Prime. And make sure that these guys get their crew quarters. That should be fine. Then what I'm going to do is actually start building yet another fleet here. So, well, actually, we're going to start by building the Paragon, and we're just going to have it sit here, and then we'll turn it into the rally point. So we'll turn off rally point there. Wait till this guy pops, and then we'll turn these guys all into... Ooh, actually, also battleship assembly yards. Yes, please. Vetria Secundus, battleship assembly yards. And can't build a battleship because they now cost a little bit more. Right, forgot about that. Okay, and you are now a rally point. Congratulations, you've been promoted to a rally point. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's 1,361 now for one of our current models of battleship. They should be a lot tougher than our previous incarnations, even if they're not necessarily that much more deadly. Oh wow, my allies have, that's why my allies aren't asking me for Teldar Crystal. They've got access to their own damn resources. Those bastards. How dare they not be completely dependent upon me, those monsters. Alright, well, whatever. I'm honestly... There's a couple resources that I think might just be missing from this map or something like that. I don't know. Because I'm not seeing any of the Urantic crystals. Maybe I'm missing the way that you see them or something like that. Or maybe they've... I'm pretty damn sure that they're just not here, though. As well as the ore that you can use to increase your explosive power as well. I don't see any of that. Well, whatever. Oh yeah, and Herma needs a battleship assembly yard. Oh, okay, battleship assembly yard. I think we're getting these cheaper right now, so... I don't know here. Oh, what the hell's wrong with you, bud? Oh, right. Fertility on this planet's a bit lower than normal. You know what? I need to go to... Actually, no, this is... I'm just going to let that be a little bit suboptimal, actually. That's fine. Now, what the hell's going on with my... These things keep sort of, like, going up and down here. What's wrong with you guys here? Free movement. Oh, shit. Species. Oh, shit. You guys. Right. So, wait, why were the underground people owl people? So, just nothing but burrowing owls. Interesting. Okay, so full military surface, colonization allowed, blah blah blah. No migration controls, blah blah blah. Okay, good. So yeah, that brought me back up to +5. Jesus. Alright, trade deal. Research agreement has timed out, that's fine. I'm okay with that. And what the hell's going on? Did all my scientists die or something? Like, what's going on here? How come you're not assisting research there? God damn it, how long has this been going on? This one needs a scientist. Okay, so this was probably our Prime Minister. Actually, this is probably Prime Minister's, yeah. Okay, we're at 14 out of 14 leaders, unfortunately, so I can't really actually even do that. That's fine, I suppose, though. Alright, you are now... Yeah, you're already that. That's fine. These planets need upgrades. This one can't really... Alright, that one's already fine, I suppose. Over here... We need to build a couple more things down here. Okay, we'll leave you there for now. We'll go ahead and grab more mining stations. We'll keep the other things on food for the time being, I suppose, just because we've got nothing better to do with those places. Get this upgraded. I think we go engineering, since that's way down behind. Okay, right. You down there. Well, terraforming's been done. I don't really care right now. I'm busy. Another planet is the last thing I want to deal with. Okay. Well, if they're the last thing you want to deal with, then why do you keep terraforming them? Well, up yours, people. Okay. I think we probably can actually go ahead and put down another edict here. No, it's still going. Still going strong. Okay. Well, what's our base numbers here? Production is 834.28. I think that's actually after the modifiers, though. Our consumer goods consumption is 660 units, so minus 433.22. 62. So we could actually save quite a lot. I kind of want to go for both. Ooh, actually, shit, I probably could have done this ages ago. All right, let's visit the Shroud. Get nothing from it, because that's how it works. Yeah, increased army morale. Yep. Powerful psychic backlash. Okay, everyone is now... Shit. How much unhappiness? Minus 20%? Holy crap. That's for 5 years. Okay, well... Thanks, game. You're a complete asshole. That is the biggest load of crap I've ever seen. This is why, like I was saying, this needs a bit of a revamping. Oh well. Alright, we got our Betria station up and running here. That should protect us a little bit there. Get another station. We'll put it actually like right here. And the reason is that if we have a fortress right here, what I can do is actually have a fleet over in Betria, and then have it sort of jump from Betria over to Rebellious really, really quickly there. Alright, and if I can get a station down in over here as well, then the combination of our fleet and the station and the everything else should be enough to really crush whatever the hell is visiting, so get that. I've got to upgrade our stations, that's fine though. They kind of seem to upgrade themselves for some reason, I'm not really sure how that works. Alright, Durasteel here. Look at all this Durasteel. And yet, it's still only 72%. Right, whatever. That's fine, that's all. Well, we can actually upgrade this stuff. Get these to tier 3 plasmas. And get these hangars upgraded too. I feel like we can just go ahead and do all bombers on this right now. Okay, so looks like we're going to need at least a couple 0-point modules. And probably actually multiple 0 points if I want to upgrade the shields, which I kind of do. Good enough. Alright. Those weapon upgrades, I think, actually meant a much bigger deal than they ought to have. Okay. So, like, the reason I'm not using the thing that increases build speed is that the edict that increases build speed is that, like, it doesn't matter if the population's not keeping up. Like, it doesn't matter if I build things a little bit faster on a planet that's underpopulated, so that's kind of why we're not seeing that happening. Right. Just get this. And have we got our fleet over in Medgar yet? Is it stationary? Yes, it is. Okay. Now, I don't have any really great admirals right now, but we've got a couple admirals kicking around. We'll have you put in there for now. It'll reduce the upkeep cost. Down to 47 for our free energy. That's pretty bad. Every time I go on like a gigantic building spree, all of our money just collapses on us. It's not fair. Also, like, I'm receiving a lot less money right now because everyone's unhappy, so... Well, not actually unhappy, like... It's counteracted by the fact that I've got Utopian Abundance everywhere, but we're paying a lot for Utopian Abundance, and it's not paying off right now because we're paying that back to stop our psychic backlash. So that's lovely. What a dick. Alright. So we should be able to build our battleships for a lot cheaper now, yeah. So an extra 10% is actually pretty significant. And building it out of our three sort of like key construction zones is making it so that these we can build these fleets for a lot cheaper. Okay, so I think that we can sort of compare these guys to my Fubrolov Commerce Guild allies here in terms of like overall fleet power. So these guys have like the second fleet, which is 603 fleet power, and then there's another 964. So we can probably expect these guys to have something like, maybe I'd say 4,000 fleet power at most. That's probably about the gist of it. But you never know in this game, like in this damn game here. I probably don't want to attack until I've run down the timer on the negative malice. So I think we have to wait till we've gotten rid of Curse of the Shroud here, which is gonna... it should time out at the same time as mustering Sonic Strength, but that's pretty much what we've got going on for us right now. So I'm gonna actually also go into our contacts here. I need to talk to the curators. Can you aid us in our research? We would like to purchase the service, which is going to cost us a crap ton, but we have lots of energy pulled up and we've got nothing better to spend it on, so might as well. If we sort of take a look at things, we've got like a ton of influence coming in, so even the Drumbia Victory Party, these people are going to have 27% happiness. There's only 5 of them. There's only 25 of them, though, so it doesn't really matter what they think. But I also need to get rid of that negative... Actually, no, because these guys will suddenly switch to being happy. But then all of these guys will switch to being unhappy, I think. In particular, the Peaceful Advancement League, they'll go under, and then the Free Election Foundation will also go under, so... I need to keep these guys... Because these guys are only 45 happiness right now. These guys are only 45 happiness right now. The only ones that are actually going to be, like, really happy are the Alien Reform Group, and they're... like, not that happy, anyway. Yeah, I can't federate because of various reasons, so that's lovely. If I could get that federation bonus, that would actually be pretty nice there. Anyway, yeah, so that's going to be our episode for today. Hope you found this one enjoyable, and of course, as always, hope to see you guys all next time.